Hello again, this is PC Delta Link, back with more of our grounded
Water
playthrough.
filtration tablets needed.
Alright, the major water update for the game has occurred. So the pond area has been updated, there's lots of new items, new creatures, new stuff to do, new areas to explore, so we're going to do that today. Before we do that though, I have worked on the house a little bit. You see, I actually have sprig railings up around the entire perimeter. We actually made this balcony slightly bigger. We also added these torches around the perimeter to give some light to the area. So, yeah, just made the house look a bit nicer with some torches around it. Lights it up at night, makes it look prettier and easier to see. I put a door on here because gnats kept flying in here and stealing our supplies actually from our chests. I began the work of trying to kind of redo this area to make it more functional, and I have an actual staircase that goes up to these chests now, so I don't have to keep jumping up here. So we don't have this 100% figured out what I want to do with it yet. I added some mannequins up here to put the different sets of armor on, like here's the clover armor, acorn, ant. This is grub armor that I haven't made yet. Ladybug armor, and then the spider armor. And then extra stuff will be on both sides. I haven't figured out what we're doing with the ceiling yet area, so that's why this is just kind of here for right now. Let's see. Another thing I did not cover. This was in the game already previously, but this is the spinning wheel. And I just hadn't made one yet. It's fairly expensive, honestly. It's not... How should I word this? It takes a lot of materials. It's not like rare ingredients, but it's just a lot. 2 acorn tops, 4 clay, 4 ant parts, 3 sap, and 4 crude rope. So what these do is they are used for creating either either crude rope, or they can also be used to make spider silk, or silk rope I think it is, right? Yeah, silk rope, which we haven't made that before yet either, but it's just made with spider silk, so really easy. Web fiber, not spider silk. So all you do is you go over to it, and it can hold up to 4 items. And you just put it on like this. Excuse me. And you can see by the little progress bar there, it takes a little while to do this, so it's best to just set it up and go away. And I hadn't made these before because I really didn't see a point to them. But now there is a pretty good point to them. And honestly, it's easier to pick that up with the mouse. Because the other thing I didn't realize is, normally... Whoops. Normally, to create crude rope, you have to take 3 plant fibers to get 1 crude rope. The spinning wheels can do it from 1, so this will actually get me 4 crude ropes. So, the other thing I've done between episodes is we have a lot more stuff stored. You can see we have 35 ropes stored plus all this. Let's see, I don't think... Yeah, we don't have a lot of quartzite at the moment. That really didn't change. We have a ton of crow feathers. We have 37 crow feathers right now. We have a lot of berry leather, so we have all this berry chunks here, plus 20 berry leather stored, so we're good on that. We're ready to use that if we need to. We have a lot of this silk rope in case it's required for any crafting, maybe almost 50 of it, actually. So, let's see. Yeah. The other thing, and this is a major thing, is when we last left off on this, it was around day 62, I want to say. And now if you look at our save game, we are now at around day 95. So, I've played a lot of days since then, and because of that, my science, which was previously around 9,000, I am up to 33,900 science. So, yeah, I did pretty much those daily quests from Burgle every day I could, to the exclusion of pretty much everything else, because I had to have access to all the science I could get. So, alright, what are we doing today? Well, we're going to go to the pond and explore the update there. We need to stop by Burgle's first, because I'd like to buy some upgrades. I have not bought any of the upgrades from him, because I kind of wanted you guys to be here for that. And that actually turned out... Whoa, what was that lag? But that actually turned out to be in my favor to hold off on buying it, because one of the parts of the update that happened is the cost of a lot of the purchasable science from him was reduced by up to 40% on some of it, it said. Also, the two spiders in this tree seem to be glitched or gone, because I haven't seen them in ages. One was under the floor last time I was in here, and the other one keeps spawning inside this root, and I just kill him with arrows and then, yeah, move on. But we're going to buy some upgrades now, because I actually have enough science to do that. And I'll show you a lot of stuff was heavily reduced in price. Also, we're going to analyze this silk rope while we're down here. Okay, it's used now for the spider fang dagger and the insect bow. Before, it was just web fiber for that.
It is nice to see
Let's see what quests he's got for today as well. Lily pad wax, we're going to need that. Find the fishbowl burgle chip, I do want that. And craft a repair tool, which I've never made one of those either.
Always happy to see a repeat customer.
Now, as for what we can trade for at the moment, I'd definitely like to buy some of these that we're long overdue on. So let's get the fortified bases upgrade. We'll get the shovel upgrade because we might need that pretty soon. Gonna get the pebblet foundation, I believe. Well, I'll wait on that one for now. Zip lines. And see, this is an example of one of the price reductions. This used to be 10,000 science, and it's now 7,500. So definitely pretty good, and we still have... I'll go ahead and buy pebblet foundation as well, and we still have 18,000 science, for crying out loud. I don't think I need the rest of this I can hold off on for now. But that's another thing. There are new perks in the game that have been added. No, I have no idea what they are or how you get them. But something to keep in mind as well, that there are new perks now. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But I think we've had enough. What else can I talk about real quick? What are some of the other updates? Bombardier beetles are supposed to have a new type of attack now. Let's see here. There's tons of new creatures out in the water, which we're getting ready to go see right now. We are heading over to the water. And the other thing that I managed to do during this gap between last episode I did is I created 2 new bases. And we'll show off one this episode, and the other one we'll wait until next episode. But the first one I made, knowing that the next patch was the water update, I decided to make a base fairly close to the pond here. And that base is right on the other side of this juice box. So I'd originally envisioned this as just like a tiny sort of like, basically like a hut with a small lean-to in it for sleeping. But it turned into a little bit more than that. So this is the small base I built over here. And, you know, added fences, furniture. I tried to kind of go all out on this. So we have our smoothie machine, you know, our lean-to if we want to sleep here, some chests, workbench. Then I added this deck up here. We have torches everywhere to light the place up. Lovely balcony overlook here. I considered going up further and actually building on top of the juice box, but it would not let me actually place stuff up there, so it would have all been floating and would not have looked as cool, so I didn't do it. So, we have a water...
Don't even need to boil it.
Dew catcher up here to get water if we need it. Underneath, we have our stash of weed and grass blades here if we need them for building. We have light here so we can see around here at night. Made a small mushroom garden down here. So that's more food. We get the juice droplets from the straw right here occasionally collect over here, so that's even more food if we need it. These weed scaffolds here, completely optional, but I think it looked good as a way to, like, show a support structure for the house. I could not build them on the corners right here. Because if you see, they're, like, not positioning correctly. So, or if it did, it'd be, like, sticking out, and, yeah, unfortunately, it just didn't look right, so I couldn't use it. Alright, so there are several new creatures in the water, including one big, dangerous one. There's also a lot of new resources in the water. Also, I didn't know the bird could get up there, but apparently the bird can get up there. So yeah, we're going to have to be very careful. You notice now our oxygen has a timer on it, instead of just a little bar, so you can see when you're going to drown. Also now, if you run out of air in the water, you just die instantly. You don't start taking health damage, you're just dead. So we're going to surface again real quick. Oh, and this is the first resource we need right here. This is lily pad wax. We're going to need a decent amount of this stuff. And you see, we already got 2 new item ideas. Fin flops and pebblet dagger. We don't need a pebblet dagger because we have the spider dagger. Daggers can now be used underwater. Albeit they're not amazing underwater, but you can fight underwater now. Of course, you got your spears. You can still use those underwater. And then also shovels can be used underwater, which was another reason I wanted to get the Acorn Shovel Plus. So just to have an upgrade for that if I need to. Sorry, we're going to head over toward the little place where the crow is, this little pagoda-looking thing. And there's one big thing that they added to the pond that is actually very dangerous. And that is they added a koi fish. He's basically Jaws in this thing. So, if he sees you, he will just instantly attack you and he will just kill you instantly. So, we do not want to be seen by him. I don't see him currently. There's one of the first new docile creatures. That's a tadpole. You can kill them for tadpole meat if you want. I'm not going to do that right now because we don't need it, and it's just going to spoil if I grab it right now. We're just going to grab up some lily pad wax here. And you see there's a stick over here we can use to climb onto the little pagoda-looking thing right here. I see what looks to be some raw science up there. Oh, and a research base. Field station. So yeah, we have 100 raw science right there. And 100 more right there, so that's pretty cool. You could probably build a small base in here if you wanted. Probably wouldn't be that difficult either. Let's go ahead and analyze the wax, since we've got this right here. Slime lantern. That sounds like underwater light source to me. Okay, there's a couple other new creatures we need to find. And kill, actually, if we can find them. I'm looking for the fish because I do not want to be ambushed by that thing. I think we're safe over here for the moment. He's pretty big, but, you know, stuff doesn't really make a lot of noise underwater. So, it is kind of dangerous. There's a couple other new resources we need. One that comes from a passive creature, and one that comes from grass on the floor of the pond here. A lot of tadpoles you can see. Also, the water fleas that we had previously, those are actually hostile now. Which is kind of strange, and I really don't see the point of it, to be honest, because they really don't do much damage, and their attacks are pretty weak so far from my running in here real quick. Oh, here's one of the things we need right there. Do you see that thing kind of swimming down to toward the bottom there? We need to kill him. But he's also too deep for me. We need to find some high... Oh, here's one right here. Look at that. So yeah, we need him. Water boatman, he's called. And he's also faster than me. There we go. So yeah, they drop water boatman fins, which I do need a few of those. Oh crap, we're pretty deep. There we go. Haven't seen the koi fish yet. I know he's over there somewhere. He seems to, from the brief time that I jumped in the pond and, like, looked around, he seems to just kind of patrol And occasionally he'll come down here. He normally stays down there, though. Not finding any more of those, and I don't know what happened to the one we were fighting. Unfortunately, we lost him. Well, I see a water flea up here. Oh, there is the fish. You can see him way over in the distance there. I'm gonna go ahead and surface real quick, get some air. We're gonna aggro some water fleas here in a second. But that's fine, it'll give you guys a chance to see them nowadays. Well, they aren't actually turning around to see me, which is really unusual. When I briefly took a quick dive in here, they were all over the place, and they really were coming after me quite aggressively. Not sure what the koi is doing. That's him right there. I've never seen him just sit in one spot like that for that long. Oh, gosh. So it's kind of weird seeing him just sitting there. But if he sees you, he will just instantly attack you. And he can kill you instantly. And no, you can't block his hits. You just die. That's just the end of you. There's another boatman right here. We're going to try to go after him if we can. Oh, here comes a water flea. See, look at that little attack they do. Yeah, they're not much of a threat. I'm really not sure why they bothered making them aggressive. I really don't see the point to it. But hey, whatever. I didn't design this. Yeah, I've never seen the koi just sit there. That's really strange. Granted, all I really did was briefly jump in the water here and looked around for a few minutes and then reloaded and started the episode, so... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he can just sit there and chill. I know we're having trouble catching these boatmen. They're actually faster than me in the water, at least with my limited ability to swim for long periods of time. It's alright, we need their fins, and of course we're having trouble getting those, but the other thing we need is called Eel Grass. And this stuff's pretty far down in the water. So we'll need a chopping tool, and of course our spider fang dagger will work beautifully for that. Yeah. We gotta find some of this stuff. And no, it's not the cattail plants right here. That's not the same thing. So those do not work for eel grass, unfortunately. Oh, there's some right there. Do you see those grass right directly in front of us, right up there? That's eel grass. So I'm gonna surface and get some air. And actually, I could use some food while I'm thinking about it.
Worse than my mom's Brussels sprouts.
Alright, let's go for some right here. We only got 36 seconds of oxygen, which is not a long time when you consider how far down we have to go. Oh, and that's a spider right there. Yes, there are diving bell spiders now. Oh, frig, we're pretty low, and we got 15 seconds of air left. Oh, come on. 10. I think we're going to be okay. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's too close. How many did we get right then? 4? We need more than that. Oh, hi, guys. Don't mind me. We're going to go in and grab this one right here if we can. Alright. Gonna swim like our lives depend on it, which it actually does, so... Yeah. gonna try to get both of these guys right here. Got him. Okay, I'm going to go after the one that was stuck in the wall here. Well, this is convenient. Alright, we got 3 fins. I could really use one more, is what we're currently after here. Alright, I'm going to go with that the koi fish is actually stuck, which is really unfortunate. Because now I feel like you guys aren't really getting to see him as he should be. And neither am I, for that matter. Alright, we're going to go after that one right in front of us. We're going to try to anyway. We're running out of daylight, unfortunately, and I do not want to be in here after dark just because I'm not going to be able to see a single thing. Okay, we're closing in on this guy. Let me get up and get some air again. Okay. Yeah, he's right in front of us. Let me go after him this time. Just going to say, he's going to have to turn. And I'll be there to intercept him when he does. Okay, going after him, swimming for it. Yeah, I think he's technically... I wish I could use arrows underwater. Alright, I can't get any closer to the koi fish, I'm afraid. It's not a battle happen if I do. Okay, let me save real quick. We can go and take a look at the fish over here while we're at it. Oh, hey, I freed him. Luckily, he seemed to kind of ignore us. But, I'm pretty sure that was his threat thing that, you know, triggered there for a second when we started that. As long as you stay on the rocks, kind of like where I'm at right now, you're pretty safe from him.
Choke it down.
I haven't seen him, like, leave those and, you know, really get off there, so... There we go. That should be good. But you see, kind of like he's doing right now, he just kind of patrols the outer circle here, and he'll go from to either side of the pond here. And it does make sense that he can instantly kill you, you know, it's a fish and you're like the size of an ant, so... Yeah, it does make sense that he can just kill you instantly if he feels like it. Yeah, now he's kind of properly behaving and kind of patrolling like he was earlier. So I really need to get a hold of one of those boatmen. So I really need to look around and see if I can get one. Because from what I wrote down earlier, I need 4 of their fins, and we have 3 currently. I need 4. I need 4 very badly. So you see, he's kind of heading toward the other end of the pond now. So I'm going to pause, and we'll come back shortly once I get a hold of some stuff. Okay, we managed to find our way out of the water. We did pick up a 4th boatman fin, so we're going to run to the science lab real quick and analyze these on our way back to our base. So let's get the boat fin and the eel grass done. Fin flops, which we already know, and eel grass. Gill Tube. That's what we mainly needed out of this. Okay, nothing else I can do with him. Yeah, it's getting dark. There's also something I need to pick up from our main base up here, and that's We crafted, knowing that the water update was going to be what's next, I crafted a lot of liquid gills, I believe the name is, right? Yeah, liquid gills. So this used to provide unlimited water breathing, but now it's just a temporary buff to it. So we'll see how good that is tomorrow when we head over there. But for right now, though, we have some new gear we can craft. So first things first, using our new stuff, we need this especially. Fin flops gives you increased swimming speed, so that is a huge thing that we need right there. Then this one is a big one as well. This is Gill Tube, a thin pocket of air, longer underwater breathing. So we need a piece of silk rope for that. So let's grab one more silk rope. We'll go ahead and craft that. There's our Gill Tube. Also, while I'm looking at it, we need a repair tool for our daily quest. 2 sprig and a quartzite, that's all it needs? Okay. We'll craft that real quick. That was 2 sprig, wasn't it? Okay. There we go, 250 signs for that.
Perhaps we should make camp for the night?
Alright, well let's head back over to the water. I'll see you guys over there in just a minute, and we'll compare our swimming stuff before and after we have these items with us. So see you all shortly. Alright, so first things first, let's compare here. So we have 40 seconds. Oh yeah, see, fish is over here right now. We have 40 seconds of air currently, so let me grab the liquid gills and see what that ups it to. Gives us 10 extra seconds, so 50 instead of 40. Okay. So nothing too earth-shattering, but not bad. So alright, now let's compare swim speed. So this is our current, using stamina, this is our current swim speed. So certainly nothing amazing, and as you saw, we could barely even keep up with some of the slower enemies. So now let's put on the fin flops.
Feel a little less squishy now.
And now let's see how this is. Oh, that's without stamina. What's with stamina now? Oh yeah, that's way better. That is way better. Holy cow, that feels twice as fast. And maybe I'm exaggerating, but that's what it feels like. Alright, and the drink is still in effect, but let's go ahead and put on the Gill Tube. And we were at 50. Now we're at 100, so basically doubled our airtime underwater. So alright, with this, we could definitely do some deeper exploration and check out more stuff, because who knows what's at the bottom of this pond. So, well, and here's one of our first water spiders. And they have venom. Oh, diving bell spiders. My apologies. Good block. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Got him! Wet. Diving bell spider chunk. Okay, so that's going to be something new to look at. But yeah, look at that. We still have 89 seconds of air. This is awesome. So yeah, now we can really start exploring down here. But unfortunately, that's going to have to wait till next episode, because we are pretty much out of time for this one. We are definitely going to get more exploration done now that we can get to some of these lower areas in the pond. Oh, jeez. These things don't seem too aggressive, thankfully. Alright, let's get back to the surface. We're Oh, we got air from him, actually. Alright, but yeah, that's where we're going to call it for this episode. So, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you like the new base we built next to the water over here. And I hope you like what you've seen so far in the new update for the game. So, yeah, you all have a great day, and I will see you all next time.